Hi lovelies, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing and testing out for the first time ever the Lange Luster 32mm titanium digital wand. This is what it looks like. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing the name of the brand correctly. I'm going to go with probably not, but I've heard a lot of really interesting things about this brand and their hair products specifically. So I wanted to treat myself on my birthday. When I'm filming this, it's not yet my birthday, but once you guys have seen this, it will have already been my birthday. And I decided to go ahead and treat myself and get one of these. If you guys have been following along with my channel for a while now, you will know that I've had kind of an up and down road with some of my tools, my curling tools for my hair. I've noticed ever since I was pregnant and gave birth to our daughter Kala, she's about 19 months old, almost 20 months old, that the texture and strength of curl in my hair has changed drastically, which is so normal. If you guys have children or will have children, it's very common that your hair texture changes, sometimes even color, I've heard. It's so strange, right? But one thing I've really noticed is that my hair doesn't hold curl as well. I've basically been searching for the end-all be-all curling tool, and I'm hoping that this is it. I've never actually used a wand before. I'm totally old school typically and use the curling iron with the traditional clamp on it. This is a little bit intimidating because it doesn't have the clamp. This is what it looks like outside of the box. So it doesn't have the clamp, but on the version that I got, it does have a little bit of a placeholder or like a holder at the end, so you can touch that and hang on to it. They do have a version that's just completely a hot iron barrel. Thankfully, they do send you a glove, so I'm definitely going to be using this. I know a lot of people who are pros don't use this at all, but I am nowhere near that, so we're definitely going to be using this in hopes of not burning my hand. This specific curling wand retails for $169. I got it for $84.50, and I'm going to talk to you guys about why here in a second. Overall, oops, it's upside down. Overall, like I've said, I've heard really interesting things about it. In regards to the quality of the curl that it gives you, I've heard really amazing things, and I've watched video after video after video of women using this to curl their hair and really loving it. So I'm excited for the chance of it doing the same thing to my hair. But the flip side is that a lot of people talk about how it's a little bit spammy. The entire company comes across as a little bit spammy. And I didn't really know what that meant until I started looking at the website and eventually purchased a couple of the items. So when I decided to purchase this wand specifically, I looked at the cost of shipping. I am somebody who hates paying for shipping, you guys. I'm so spoiled in that manner. I hate paying for shipping, so I will try to do anything to not have to pay for shipping. To me, it seems more logical to buy an extra item so that you get over that free shipping threshold rather than paying for shipping, because then you're just paying that money out without receiving something back. So when I was buying this, it said that there was a minimum of $100 free shipping. So I ended up tacking on 2 of their hair styling products. One of them is the Menage Marula oil. It's a hydrating mist, and I heard really nice things about this before I bought it. And my hair in general is pretty dry, so I thought after using something like a curling iron or a hair straightener that this would be good to use on my hair. And then I also ended up getting their heat shield because it is keratin infused. It says it also has chamomile extract. And right now the hair heat shield that I'm using is totally drugstore, super cheap. And I figure if this thing's gonna heat up, I want to have like a little bit of extra protection, I think. That's what the heat shield looks like. So because of my discount codes, and I paid, I ended up only paying $84.50 for the wand. So in order to get $100 to get that free shipping, I had to add on 2 different products. So again, I'd rather do that than pay for shipping. So we're also going to be testing out those today. So in regards to the comment earlier where I was talking about the company is kind of spammy, or at least that's what people were saying, one thing that I do find interesting that kind of correlates with that is when I was purchasing the items, I went online and I just did one quick Google search for a promo code to use at checkout. And I easily found 3 different codes that were gonna give me minimum 50% off. And to me, that just kind of was strange. Like, I usually don't find such huge discounts and that many of them when I'm doing like promo code research, because that's always something that I do for anything that I buy. So that's a little interesting. And then right after I purchased the item, I began to get like multiple emails. And of course I was inundated with advertisements on every platform that I use. So Facebook, Google, all of the advertisements were changed to this Lange brand. So I can kind of see like how somebody would say it's a little bit strange that they're charging you initially so much, and then they're offering you tons of discounts online and then also tons of discounts in the email. But the proof is going to be in the efficiency of the products. So that's definitely what we're going to get into today. If you guys are new to my channel, before we get into the video, I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button down below before you leave so I can have you as a regular subscriber of the Sykes Fam channel. I do a lot of honest motherhood, family, lifestyle, beauty, marriage type content, and I hope that you guys will stick around to enjoy more of that. Give this video a thumbs up if you're excited to see the results, and let's get into it. So one of the things that they talk about is that it heats up fast. So I'm going to, let's see. It's ready to use in less than a minute and curls in fractions of the time as other stylers. The strong ionic output of titanium provides long-lasting curls for any hair type, especially hard to tame or coarse hair types, which you guys are gonna see in a second is mine. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. I think. Oh, there we go. So it looks like the lowest setting this goes to is 170 degrees Fahrenheit, and the highest it goes to is 450. One of my hairdressers told me one time to not let something go above like 300 to 350. So I'm gonna start at around 350 and then go from there and see if I need to turn it up. So this is my hair after at least one day of not washing it or styling it. And again, if you guys follow my channel, you know that I don't do styling of my hair super often. So I'm gonna add some dry shampoo, and then I'm also going to add the heat spray before I start curling. Okay, so it is already heated up. I mean, that was really, really quick. It also shows you on this little digital screen, whoops, I just pushed a button, of course. There we go. It also shows you like as it's going up. So if you're wondering like, well, you know, how much longer, if you can't wait 60 seconds, then it will tell you exactly what the temperature is in that moment. My first impression of the heat shield is that it smells really good. That's so weird, right? Okay, so I ended up turning the barrel up to 410. So maybe it just wasn't hot enough, this first one, and then maybe it just like needed some time to cool down. And then something else I've noticed is like thicker pieces don't curl as well. So kind of annoying that I'm gonna have to go like so slow because you have to do more pieces. Whereas like with some of my curling irons, I can do bigger pieces and they still have the curl. But then the problem is they don't hold the curl. So let's keep going. The device is very specific. The way that I'm holding it on each side, using like the opposite hand going behind my head to wrap it, is a technique that I saw in one of the girls' videos who was very obviously being sponsored to show us how to use this wand. So if you use that specific method and don't get confused like going back and forth, then that's what's gonna work. I think it's gonna show up even better once we do like the next 2 layers. So let's keep going. One thing that for sure keeps happening that's super annoying is when I'm holding the barrel, I keep hitting one button or the other. So the placement on them and the ease to push them is not necessarily the greatest. I do notice like as I'm going along, I'm getting more and more used to it. So maybe eventually like I won't do that anymore, but right now it's kind of annoying. So obviously these are very tight curls. When I'm completely done, I will go through and like piece them out, separate them, and then naturally they typically just kind of start falling out anyways. And then I forgot to do this on the bottom layer, but I usually, right after I curl it, I spray it with hairspray, so I'm gonna get that for the 2 layers now. So now I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of hairspray and then I'm gonna try to like piece it out. At this point I'm impressed. So yeah, let's piece it out and see what it looks like. One thing I will say is my hands are like really sticky. I did have quite a bit of product in my hair prior to starting this video because I had just styled my hair naturally curly, and I use like gel. It's not a gel, it's like a cream, and I use leave-in conditioner. So I don't know if it's all of that that's already making my hair oily or if it's this, because usually even when I have that stuff in my hair and I curl it, my hands don't get sticky. So that's kind of interesting. So before I start piecing it out, I'm gonna turn this off. So it doesn't, it just blinks off. It doesn't tell you like it's coming down from 370 to now it's 3 whatever. I guess what you could do is you could turn it back on and bump it down to the lowest, and then it says it's instantly at 170. I don't believe that. It doesn't show you like as it cools down, which is kind of annoying. I wish it did that. So you guys can see I can just like easily brush my hands through my hair. So I'm not noticing any stickiness on my hair, which is good. Like, I'm really happy about that. So I finger combed it out quite a bit, and you guys, I am obsessed. I love this look. I have never been able to get this look before using my regular traditional curling wand or curling iron. So the last step that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit it with this marula oil that I was talking to you guys about. It just says spritz into dry hair from mid shaft down to the ends, brush or run fingers through hair to distribute evenly. So it is an oil, so I'm gonna go really light on it because my hair, like I said, already falls typically, but I do want to get the benefit of this hydration. The smell of the oil is kind of interesting. It's not my favorite, but it's not horrible, like something that I would never use again. Okay, so the whole reason that I did this not only was to give you guys a full review of the Lange curling wand, but I also have to film a video tonight with my husband when he gets home. So that's gonna be approximately 7-ish hours from now when I film that video. So it will be a great time for me to check in with you guys and see if they've actually held up or if they're just totally falling flat, which is what very typically 100% happens. So I will see you guys in several hours. Okay, you guys, so it is a lot later now and I'm checking in with you. We just got Kala to bed and I'm gonna go film the "we just bought a car" video with my husband. And what do you guys think? I think that I'm kind of in shock. Like, I think the curls are holding up like decently well, especially because my hair was not straight out of the shower clean, and in comparison to any other curling iron that I've used recently. So I think I'm gonna keep trying it out before I give it a full review. I'm gonna use it on fully clean hair, and I'm gonna use it again to see if I can get used to it or if it's still kind of staying annoying in some of the places that we talked about earlier. But so far I really like it. I am so thankful that my curl still has hair, my hair still has curls in it hours later. It's insane to me. So I'll keep you guys updated in my vlogs. So if you guys aren't subscribed to my channel, definitely do that before you leave by hitting that subscribe button down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know, have you tried any of the Lange products, whether they're the hair tools or the hair styling products. Definitely let me know what your favorites are and maybe what your not so favorites are, and we could just keep everybody updated. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.